Hi, I'm Mike Green with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of June 1st. There are some important things you need to know when it comes to our nation's highway infrastructure. Last week, I was interviewed by a radio station in Rhode Island, and the reason they gave me a call was because they wanted my response to a proposal that's been floated by the governor and some political leaders in the state that would create toll lanes for trucks that need to travel across some very important bridges in Rhode Island. Now, this is a 2-minute warning, so we're not going to go into all the pros and cons of the proposal. But the reason I bring this to your attention is because it underscores a very important paradox that we need to consider when we're looking at our highway infrastructure. We all say that we want great roads and safe bridges, but none of us wants to figure out how we pay for these great roads and safe bridges. We could also talk about some of the things that they're looking to do in Oregon, where they're looking at a vehicle mileage tax, or talk about some states that have proposed an increase in the sales tax to pay for a road. Whenever this occurs, people vote it down or resist. You don't want to pay more for these safe roads and bridges. And that's why we have not had a long-term, fully funded highway infrastructure bill for several years. We came through MAP 21, that expired last year, and we're floating continuing resolutions. Last week, for example, the Congress and Senate passed a 2-month resolution that the President signed into law that will provide funds through the end of July. Now, we could talk about why the Highway Trust Fund isn't going to work. We could talk about variable tolling. But until we can get on the same page and agree that a great highway bill is vitally important to help our nation retain its competitiveness, nothing's going to happen. Now, you may say, Mike, why are you bringing this to my attention at a 2-minute warning? Because, folks, you need to get involved. If trucks pay more to travel across bridges in Rhode Island, who do you think is going to pay for it? If trucks are paying for a vehicle mileage tax to travel in the state of Oregon, who do you think is going to pay for it? Practically speaking, you're going to pay for it. So if you don't want to get involved in the debate, then sit back and accept whatever happens. Candidly, I think there are some other better ways to get a fully funded highway bill. But if shippers sit on the sidelines and allow the old adage, freight doesn't vote, to continue to be a reality, we are going to have problems in the future. So that's why we want you to get involved, understand the issues, and make sure your political leaders understand why we need a fully funded highway infrastructure bill. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you we are on your team. We're here to help, and we are passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.